Event standards for shoulders to overhead. On shoulders to overhead, the athlete is allowed to do a strict shoulder press, a push press, a push jerk, or a split jerk. We'll go over the standards on all of them and also show you what does not constitute as a good standard or a good repetition for the Bay Area beatdown. Beth will demonstrate 2 regular strict shoulder presses. Athlete must clean the bar, racket on their shoulders, strict press, head goes through, show clear distinction of the ears at the side in order for it to count as a good repetition. What does not count as a good repetition is if she places the bar in front and does not put her head through. That is a clear distinction of a bad rep for a strict press. We will now show a good repetition of a push press. Push press, the athlete must clean the bar, rack position from that point, dip and drive, pushing the bar up over the head. Show clear distinction of a open arm and also head through the windows, showing control at the top of the movement. You'll do another good repetition, head through before it brings it back down. What does not constitute as a good repetition is that if he does not fully lock out at the top and or does not push his head through. Stop short. That is a bad rep. That is a bad rep. You will not get credit for that. Beth will now show a good definition of a push jerk. He's able to clean it, dip and drive, and jerk underneath it, and then finish off extending through her hips, showing control at the top of the movement in order for that repetition to count. What constitutes as a bad rep is that she starts lowering the weight as she extends her hips. That is a bad repetition. Athlete must show control at the top, fully locked out, in order for the repetition to count. Now moving on to split jerks. Split jerk, Will could dip and drive, split under it, pushing the bar up overhead. Must show full control as he brings his feet together before he descends the weight. That's a good rep. That is a good rep. What constitutes as a bad rep is if he starts lowering the weight as he brings his feet back under his hips. That is a bad repetition. He must show control at the top of the movement for it to count. That is a bad rep, and that is a bad rep.